Hey, good morning, CCCH students. It's Pastor Dan here at Cafe de Monde here, and I'm enjoying a fluffy bunny latte. So if you can see in there, there's a little marshmallow peep bunny floating around in my latte. I'm enjoying a chocolate croissant this morning as I am sharing with you the updates of what's been going on around our ministry. We had such a great weekend. So if you've not been around, you didn't come this weekend, we want to make sure you knew the highlights and you also heard a little bit snippet from our lesson yesterday. A couple quick things coming up, really, so you know what's going on. May the 5th is Cinco de Mayo, and it's Cinco de Mayo for us as well. It's our next takeover night on the patio. We're opening back up the patio to hang out with you guys together. May the 5th, 7 to 8:30, and it's gonna be so much fun. We got all kinds of things happening. We got some great Mexican food, and Pastor Amato is gonna be sharing his testimony at the end of the night. So you do not wanna miss that. Invite a friend, put that on your calendar right now. And as I said, yesterday was Pajama Day. Our next hilarious holiday is International Chocolate Chip Day coming up in a few weeks. So look forward to that on a Sunday morning at Sunday night. We're celebrating all things chocolate chips. And then way off in the future, in June, the very first Wednesday of June, we have our wrap up of our youth group year, our school year. We're having another party on the patio. We're having a block party to wrap up our school year in the beginning of June. And then we're into summer. And you know what? Summer is coming up pretty quick, and that means that we have two big events happening this summer. Summer camp and summer conference. For our middle schoolers, our current 5th to 8th graders, we're heading off to Mix in southern Indiana. You do not want to miss that. We're going down to have a camp experience at this amazing camp, and it is $399 to go, but all you need right now is $65 deposit, and it needs to be signed up by May the 9th. So go to our church website, our social media, wherever you're at, find that spot, find that form, fill that out, put $65 down to lock in your spot. Our spots are limited because this entire event is actually sold out. We got the last couple spots before they close down the event. So we have spots. If we don't use them, someone else will. So talk to me really soon. Have your parents call me if you have any questions. We do have scholarships available, but coming up in June the 10th to the 14th, we are going to summer camp, and we need to sign up by May the 9th. The same deal for our high schoolers, our current 9th to 12th graders. We're heading off to move. Our summer conference at Hope College in Holland, Michigan is July the 5th through the 10th. And once again, it's $399, $65 deposit is due by May the 9th. So you need to get on that right now if you can to lock in that cost and that date. So here's the deal. Once again, same thing. The event is completely sold out for them. We've locked in our spots. So we have spots reserved just for our group, but we need you to sign up. Otherwise, those spots are given away to other churches, and the other churches need them. So talk to your parents right now. Go to social media, website, same deal. $65 deposit, fill out the forms to lock in your spot. You do not want to miss out on all the great stuff happening around our ministry, especially coming up this summer. Yesterday we had a great time wrapping up our series, The Original SuperMan. If you were not here yesterday, we want to make sure that you know what we talked about. Each week we will give you opportunities to listen in, to hear some highlights as part of these Monday morning updates. So here's what we talked about. We talked about Jesus Christ being the original Superman and his superpower. Each week we've spent time talking about the person that he was, the names that he had, the messianic prophecies. How do we know that he was in fact the person we were looking for, this hero, this Superman, this Messiah? And then last night we talked about his superpowers. The fact that we needed a superhero who has superpowers, and that's what Jesus Christ had. He had amazing powers in so many different ways. We talked about just 4 of those powers last night. The first one we talked about is the power over creation. Jesus Christ, the person of God, the person who was their creation, showed up in our world in human flesh to live out life with us and to show us that he has power to be our hero, and he has power over our physical world. We read just one story of Jesus showing up in the middle of a story where he was taking a nap with his disciples. The disciples were in a boat and there was a storm coming, and he wakes up from his nap and calms the storm, calms the waves. Even his disciples were amazed and didn't even know who he was. They were like, who is this guy that can do this power and have this kind of power? And we learned that yesterday, that we have someone who has power over creation, has power over our physical world. And that's important for us to understand, that no matter what is going on in our physical world, whatever is going on our physical planet, Jesus Christ is the hero that can take care of it with his amazing power. The second thing we talked about, he has power over healing. We spent the time just looking at a story about Jesus teaching the gospel, telling people good news but then also spending time healing them. What we want you to understand is no matter what's going on inside of you, whether it be a physical ailment, a mental ailment, a spiritual ailment, an emotional thing, whatever's going on in your world, Jesus Christ has the power to heal it. We believe in this superhero because he can rescue us physically, he can rescue us emotionally, he can rescue us spiritually, he can rescue us mentally. We have a superhero that takes care of us, takes care of our world, and takes care of us personally. And that leads us to our final two things that we wanted to wrap up our series talking about. Jesus Christ was the superhero that could overcome life and death. He had the power over both. And we read just a short passage from Revelation where John was talking to Jesus. Jesus says, I am the Alpha and the Omega. I'm the beginning and the end, but I am also the beginning and the end of life. I am the one that holds the keys to all of it. What that means to us is we have the opportunity to see and to live and believe in new life through a hero that we can have. He is the beginning of time, he's the end of time, so he is beyond time, and he controls our physical life, but he controls our spiritual life. If we believe in him, he can unlock the door to heaven through salvation in him. And that's why the last thing we talked about, what makes him the ultimate superhero, is the fact that he defeated evil and he rescued us, he saved us. We have the opportunity. Our last point is he has the power over evil and the power to save. We spent time over the last 4 weeks talking about this idea of him being the original Superman, the hero that we need. And what makes the ultimate hero is he can defeat the bad guy. He can overcome evil and offer us rescue. So thank you so much for tuning in to this video. Thank you for coming out every single week the last couple weeks. We love being able to spend time talking about some basics of belief with you. We have a kind of a pause in our lesson series. Tim's going to share a little bit from his heart this week, and then the week after we're coming back together, wrapping up our year, talking about the power of the Holy Spirit, what we believe about the third person of the Trinity. How do we live differently because there's a stirring inside, there's a holy stir of the Holy Spirit in us. We hope to see you this coming Sunday. We have some great things coming up. Make sure you tune in, make sure you talk to your friends, make sure you invite your friends out to Sunday morning and Sunday night. We will talk to you later. See you later.